I dropped out of high school when I was 14 years old. I started digging holes for 20 bucks a day. It's all I know.
I think it comes down to a lot of under pressure thinking, whether it's in the field or managing things happening in the field that are going wrong. Seeing him go out and do his thing in the long nights. I've had a background of seeing it build.
There's a lot of guys your age that could not sit across from me and have a conversation, have a pilot's license. You are way beyond your years. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the Fifth Element podcast, and it's a family affair. You got John, you have the Queen, and now the Prince is here as well. John, introduce your son and tell everyone who he is in the world of Element.
This is my boy Jet. He runs Jackson location. That's our first location based out of Wyoming, Jackson, Wyoming. We take care of everything surrounding the Tetons. He runs the group now. He's the main dispatch, call-by-call manager, pretty much the general manager of that place now, as far as I'm concerned. He's doing a really good job, moving up quickly in the company, and can't wait to see where he lands up.
So not only successful in the plumbing industry and at such a young age, but also a pilot. Pretty awesome. I've heard some crazy stories. We won't get into that right now, but talk about that really quickly and how you kind of utilize that mindset, because you have to be a critical thinker. That's a big deal being a pilot. Do you utilize those skill sets and actually obviously in management at all?
Yeah, I think it comes down to a lot of under pressure thinking. You have, seconds is probably a stretch, but you probably have a few minutes to make decisions in a plane when things happen. So I think that comes down to under pressure thinking, whether it's in the field or managing things happening in the field that are going wrong. That's what that comes down to a lot of it. So
All right, so let's talk transparency. Let's talk real world stuff. Mom and Dad, how was that growing up?
it was good. It was a lot. I think I've been a part of it for a while. This started when I was 10. So seeing him go out and do his thing in the long nights and stuff like that, I've had a background of seeing it build. I started working here at 14, 15-ish. So it was my freshman year of high school. I was a summer technician, apprentice, helper style, and I stayed that way up until let's see, that would have been I guess July this year, and then end of July, early August, I kind of started learning the position here. Did training down here for a couple weeks, and moved into this new position I'm in, which is this I guess sort of management style position. Yeah, it's been great. It's been a lot to see all of them, but it's been good. My mom was my chemistry teacher. And
That's awesome.
I had 1 year of high school with 2 classes with her, so
3
we
years
were
of
very involved
teaching him.
as a family.
That's
So
cool.
it's
We're,
been good.
we're a pretty tight family. He was pretty transparent with us, even though he worked in the field every summer and grinded and did long hours, long nights, stuff like that. He did come to us just recently. I think it was July, June, something like that. He was like, "Listen, I want to be in the business, but I do not want to be a technician." So like he's done the plumbing. He's learned as much as he could over the 4 or 5 years that he was in the field with us during the summer times, but he wants to grow more into the business, and so I think that's pretty neat that he knew that. He didn't just say I need a job or I need to do something and figure things out. He knew right away I want to grow business. I want to do business and help the business grow, but I don't want to be inside the field. And so I actually was kind of proud of that. That he at a young age, not just trying to do anything that he possibly can. He knows what he wants to do.
I think the thing that scared me a lot when I was a kid, what drove me away from the business, was the fluctuation of hours and time my dad spent away, and then later my mom spent away too. I guess I just saw the inconsistency of it, and I think I told you guys this. I wanted a 9 to 5. I think is what I wanted, and I played that game. And I saw my friends do that, and I saw my friends sitting in college, and I got a degree in like a management business degree. And I think I started to see the scale of what this was becoming, what it could become. My best friend his dad's a business owner. He's kind of working the same direction I was, and that it helped a lot. And I think opened my eyes to what this opportunity held.
Yeah.
And it changed my mind a lot.
So I know you're a young man still, respectfully, but you have to earn respect of the staff and the team. And I think that I don't think it's just because you're the son. I think already for your age, you have a command presence, buddy. And that's pretty respectful because there's a lot of guys your age that could not sit across from me and have a conversation, have a pilot's license, articulate the way you're articulating. So you are way beyond your years. And the way your mom explained yourself to me is you're just an old soul. And even the people you associate with, you got a couple of elders there in their 60s and 70s that you have
Yeah.
real, true conversations with. Talk about that versus where you see your friends probably still just not really figuring out life.
Yeah, I mean, I think I throughout high school I had one main friend, still my best friend, and we were always in the same group of, well, the group was just us, but the
Yeah.
same group of ideas and where we wanted to be in life. He was always more stuck on following his dad's steps, where I was a little off that path for a little while. But it's always been a big thing of we were together, we did the older person things, like we never went to parties, we never went to the after school stuff. It was us building things or doing dumb things after work and after school. And that's what we did. It was never the typical, I guess, high school style.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I will tell you, for the kid that followed the high school style, it didn't get you anywhere. So I promise you didn't miss anything. At the end of the day, you're far ahead of where you should be, and it's pretty awesome to see. It's cool to see mom, dad working together side by side. It's different and it's rare, just like you guys are. So if you had to give one piece of advice to your generation, to that camera right there, to be where you are so quickly, what would it be?
I think it's probably like a take in line, but to keep your head down and just keep going at it. You're going to get nowhere not trying and continuing to work at it. I think it's something I learned from them for sure.
Yeah.
Was like there's no failure if you like failure is not going to happen if you keep going. So
right.
success is inevitable.
Love it. All
point.
right, guys, that's the fifth element, and you just heard it from the younger generation. We're expecting big things from this gentleman, so pay attention to him. Pay attention to the Graham family because they're doing great things in Utah.